Hey guys, how you going? So you're looking at the Mantic Kings of War Kickstarter page. If you've been under a rock, you may not have heard what's been going on, but that means you must have heard what's going on. I don't know. Geez, I wrecked that one, didn't I? The Kickstarter page has been set up, I think, a month ago, and you've seen a couple of videos from Worthy Painting and from Mantic, just talking about it. And when I last looked, it was like weeks and weeks ago, and they had a initial goal of $5,000. Well, less than a few weeks later, they've raised nearly $300,000. Look at that, of their $5,000 goal, because they've been really clever about the way that they're increasing the stretch goals, and the pledges are awesome. I don't know if you've seen Kickstarter before, but you can basically donate or pledge money to a cause, and then you're rewarded with products if certain pledge goals are reached. In this case, they've not only been reached, but they've been excelled dramatically. Let me show you why I'm making this video. It's because I want you to just hear about the great details that are available if you pledge now during the last 6 hours to go, of the Kings of War Kickstarter project. So the way it works is you pledge money, and with each of those pledges you become eligible to go into like a reward system where you can get armies, individual models, the rulebook, the handbook, dice, etc. And with each pledge increase, you get more things. It's not cumulative, but it does stack intermittently. And so, for example, let me show you how much of a deal you can save if you're building a Mantic army. Now, right now they're offering one of the four, or anything of the 4 or 6 major armies, whether it's orcs or goblins or Twilightkin, which is dark elves, or what are the other ones? Elves and dwarves and abyssal dwarves, and so they've also got, excitedly, a whole bunch of new stuff. So they're working on, with each one of these pledges, because they made so much money pledge, that they can afford to go and design new stuff. So you've probably seen the videos on Beasts of War, but they've been designing new concept art like werewolves. This is zombie werewolves. It's amazing. Then we've got things like, new hero characters and some fun stuff like t-shirts, vampire characters, and these are the guys that I'm really interested in, the Celestians. So the Celestian angels, and then ogres and trolls, and mummies, and vampires, and then all of these extra things. Your invitation to the Mantic party, splatter dice, boxes. Look at these stretch goals. They just keep going up and up and up, and they've resulted in some just really fantastic stuff. So, blah, 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 blah. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you can get really awesome deals. Like, you can get whole, 4,000 point armies for, a couple of $100. It just completely blows GW out of the water right now. In fact, I think that 5 syllables, War, Path, Kickstarter, we should have GW sort of shaking in their boots, because this is fantastic value. I've done a little comparison here. What I want to do is build an army using this Kickstarter opportunity, and what I've decided to do is spend $225 in total. So let me show you how that works. $225 here at BattleBox, with 40 guys or 30 guys in it, is $180. So $225 is not much more. Here's what it gets me. Not only does it get me to support Kings of War and Mantic in basically building a massive, awesome empire of fantasy miniatures, and really, really giving certain company a slap around the face, but what it also does is get me this. So instead of, what you can do is you can pledge money, for example here, if I click manage pledge, and I put in my money, $225, but I don't select a reward. Okay, so instead of I don't want the electronic copy of the rulebook, I don't want any of these rewards, because the stretch goals have given a whole bunch of free rewards. So I put in my money, okay, I don't select any rewards, and then if I go and look at the latest update, it tells you what all the stretch rewards have resulted in. So because they hit all of these marks, 10,000, 20,000, 35,000, 120,000, and now they're nearly $300,000 of pledges, you get all of this stuff for free if you pledge over $100. And then if you pledge over $175, and then with me, that's the upper limit. So $225 is the maximum pledge with the stretch goals. So all you need to do is put in 225. You automatically get all of this free. So you get your name in the rulebook, you get a digital rulebook, you get a litho print of Mantica, which is the map, you get electronic copies of the books and the supplements, you get a novel for free, you get if you get dice, which I'm not getting, you get them upgraded to splat dice, so let's ignore that. You get all of these free models. Okay, you get invited to the party, you get, and then you get a survey that's sent around saying what do you want to do with the amount of money. So instead of having it spent on pledges, you can have it spent on what they call special extras. So let me just go backwards here. I hope this isn't too complicated or confusing, more importantly. But so the special extras, if you scroll down the bottom at the end of all the stretch goals, because each banner you see there is a stretch goal, they've all been surpassed, or as it says, acquired. So then they have these things called special extras. So if you scroll down, new special celebratory items, the t-shirt, and these are special extras. So then you can buy these with the money that you've pledged instead. They've got an art book of all the artwork, but down here they have something awesome called buy one, get one free. So here's the trick. So with this stuff, it's 25. So for example, if I want to get these Angel Paladins, it's 3 models in a kit. It's $25 for the set. Okay, $25 for 3, and these are monstrous creatures, so that's a pretty good deal. But buy one, get one free. So for $25, I can get 6, and then that's all the way down: werewolves, ogres, ogre shooters, orc chariots, trolls, mummies. 10 mummies for 25 automatically becomes 20 mummies for 25. Gargoyles, dwarf berserkers. Now it's important to note a lot of these models haven't been made yet, but have faith. I'm certainly going to be waiting around for my Celestians, and that's what I've done here. So here we go. Celestian Battle Sisters, Men-at-Arms, and Human Paladins, and the Angel Paladin you saw at the top. 10, 10, 10, and 5, $25 each. Then you double that. So then I'm going over here, and this is just a breakdown. So for $225, I've pledged that. I'm going to use all of it to get the buy one, get one free deals. And then I'm going to get a free, down here is all the stuff I'm going to get for free. So for free, I'm going to get these models: 1 Celestian Human Paladin, 3 Celestian Angel Paladins, 5 Celestian Battle Sisters, and 5 Celestian Men-at-Arms. And I'm going to get all of these other models. Okay, the Dog Candler, the Orc Chariot, the Abyssal Golems, 5 of all of these things. Alright, mummies, gargoyles, werewolves, ogres, and 5 hero models as a result of the Kickstarter. So that's what happens when you spend $225 or more dollars. I'm also going to get my name in the rulebook. I'm going to get any rulebooks I ordered signed by Alessio and Ronnie. So in this case, I'm not going to get a signed copy of the rulebook because I'm not buying it right now. What I'm going to do is wait, because it's better that I spend my money on the buy one, get one free option. And then when I get my models, which is not going to be for many, many months because they're not even made yet, then I'll get the books and then I'll get the supplements. But until then, I'm going to forego that signed copy. Maybe I can find Ronnie at a convention sometime. I'm going to get my map, and I'm going to get an electronic copy of the rulebook and the supplement. I'm going to have to buy a copy of the expansion when it comes out because that covers my models, but that's fine. Right now it's $15. If it's $15 then, that's great. I'll use that money now for my buy one, get one free deals. And I'm going to get any dice. No, I'm not going to get that, and no wound counters. But I'm going to get these free models. So there's 14 free models there. Potentially there's actually 18. There might be a mistake here with the Human Paladin. It might actually be 5 instead of 1. But then, using this buy one, get one free up here, what I'm going to do is double the number of models in here, okay? And then I'm going to spend $225. So they're $25 each for each set. I'm going to get 18 Celestian Angel Paladins, so 18 monstrous creatures, 40 Battle Sisters, and 40 Men-at-Arms, and 40 Human Paladins. And I'm going to get all of that, plus all these free models, okay? 4, 8, 12, 140, 138, 141, 42, 152. So 152 models for my army. 152 models for my army, plus something like 60 models of just different models from the range, like orcs, trolls, goblins, werewolves, gargoyles, and I could probably switch those back on eBay when the time comes, or I can keep them for myself or give them to friends or whatever. 60 models, okay, and 150 for my army. All of this free stuff, okay. 5 hero models for $225, which is about $40 more than a battle box here in Sydney. So that's an example of how I'm going to use the Kickstarter to build an army on Mantic. Now, that's completely unconventional. If you go and look at the options here in the pledge section, you'll see that there's all sorts of things like standard battle boxes, battle sets, you know, the usual like great value that you see from Mantic. Sometimes you can get 1,000-point armies, and then you can end up doubling those to 1,000-point elites or 1,000-point, and then you can get 4 times 1,000 point if you pledge 500 or more. So if you're looking to build a huge army, this is the time to do it. You got 6 hours. If you enjoyed listening to this video, I hope it was easily understood. Sounds to me, if I watch it back, it'll be completely confusing. But as you can see, it's great value. Hop over to the page, just Google Kickstarter.com, Kings of War. Just, donate some money, support Mantic, because this thing is going gangbusters and you don't want to miss out on history. Anyway, guys, I'm really excited. Thanks for listening to my rant. And can't wait to share those models with you when they eventually get around to making them. Talk to you soon.